Hello guys, and this is IskaldDvale and welcome to the part of the Holy Roman Empire campaign you do not want to miss. We are going to be seeing some big changes here implemented by Emperor Heinrich the Merciless. And if you remember, the event that triggered all of this from last episode was when we were excommunicated by the Papal States. And notice how I refer to them now as the Papal States and no longer refer to him as the Pope, as I do not acknowledge this man Paschalis as the Pope. He is a false Pope, and a true Pope resides within the Holy Roman Empire's borders, and is Peter von Köln. He is now the successor of Peter, and ironically his name is Peter as well, so he is the Pope of the Catholic Church, the only one we will acknowledge. And we're going to be seeing some big changes there. I have constructed a new, structure rather, and way of administering our empire now. And there's going to be some big changes, and the goal of this is to improve the effectiveness of our empire and essentially promote military might. Now the reason for this has been seen in Vienna. The first time when we lost it, we had an army here, it was defeated, and that left us with the entire eastern border vulnerable. We were not able to put together a proper defense to retake Vienna or defend should the Hungarians push on forward. What saved us was that we bribed Flori the Bastard's army, and while he may have been defeated in Vienna again, it gave us enough time to finish up some loose ends in Italy and in Denmark, and both of those armies are now present in Hungary and have been responsible for kicking the Hungarians out of Vienna. So I mean, we managed by relocating some troops, but really this is not the effective way of doing it. We have like one army for each front, and if that's destroyed, well, we are screwed. So this is not how I want things to be. And in light of recent events, the situation with Hungary though, it's being dealt with, and of course being excommunicated by the papacy, and a very strong wish that has now risen in me to restore the Roman Empire. That is going to be my new goal now. This is going to be the new path of the Empire, and it will follow this very effectively. Now, I'm not going to drag on anymore. I'm going to say what these new structures are. And I'm going to be dividing the Empire into several parts, 4 to be exact, and each will be led by a minor capital. Now this is of course not possible within the rules of the game, so this is something I'm making up rather. But it's rules I will follow. Frankfurt is of course the main capital of our empire, the administrative capital, but I've announced 4 new capitals from which we should govern our empire and divide it into parts. And I've dealt it into north, south, west and east, and in the north we have Hamburg. Hamburg is now the capital of the north, and the regions that will fall under Hamburg is Aarhus, Roskilde, Stettin, Magdeburg, Cologne, and also Frankfurt will fall under its jurisdiction. Well, technically Frankfurt being the administrative center, but the military might will fall under Hamburg's jurisdiction. And the western part, the capital here, is a temporary capital. And I said temporary because rather I have my eyes set on Paris. Paris will serve as a perfect minor capital, but it is not in our possession. So instead the temporary capital here is Dijon, and the regions that will be under Dijon's jurisdiction is Reims, Metz, Staufen, not Bern, Lyon, and Clermont. The reason Bern is not Bern is part of the southern jurisdiction, not the western, because I will be expanding westward, and having Bern answer to Paris is just ridiculous. So instead, Bern is now answering to Genoa. This is the southern capital, under which Marseille, Genoa, of course Genoa, under which Marseille, Bern, Milan, Pisa, Bologna, and Innsbruck fall under. And then we have the eastern minor capital, which is Vienna, very much deserving. Vienna, recently reconquered, and under Vienna we have Prague, Salzburg, also, while slightly far away, Nuremberg, and that's it. Stettin again will belong to Hamburg, because it's easier to transport units via ships to Hamburg rather than to Vienna. Now the purpose of this, like I said, promote military might and improve the effectiveness. Now how do I intend to do this? Well, the principles under which each of these regions should be governed is that they're going to be self-sufficient. In the sense that, let's say that I have been playing as, say, France or Genoa, then I would have these regions and I would have to depend on these regions to expand, and that's what they're pretty much going to do. The idea is they're going to have a standing army ready at all times, one standing army ready in each of the capitals. That's not counting this army here that's fighting on the borders. We will also have a standing army in backs for response, increased response time. If this army should fall and we are attacked, that army will push on. If this army needs reinforcements, the army in Dijon will reinforce. Preferably I want each region to be led by one family or one branch of the main family, the Hohenstaufen, isn't it? Yeah, preferably, but not important. We will implement that as we go, and each area will have their own areas of potential expansion, and they will not intervene with each other unless it's necessary. Like, the western part will focus on France, and the northern part is fairly peaceful, but it will also focus on the British Isles when the time comes, and the western and northern part may cooperate, so we will see some correspondence there and some overlapping. But the main point of this is to make recruiting a lot easier. I will recruit units in all of these settlements, and once they are recruited they will all go, like in the south they will all go to Genoa. So instead of having like a mix of armies, like in the east here, when Vienna fell, I like recruited something in Salzburg and Prague, and a little bit in Innsbruck, but I didn't really know where to move them, how to move them, and where to recruit, and so forth. Now I know that if Vienna comes under pressure, we will be recruiting units in Prague, Salzburg, Nuremberg, and Vienna, and all of them will go to Vienna. If Vienna is under pressure, they will all go to Prague, and I'll be able to amass them and have them ready very quickly. This is at least my goal. So this will mean that we are going to be pretty effective, I hope. Some started recruiting some here. They're gonna mass in Genoa from all of these parts. Won't take us long since we are recruiting from several areas, and they're all gonna be in here within 2 turns. We will, let's say in 4 turns or something like that, 5 turns, we will have a pretty big army in Genoa, and what will the purpose of this army be? It's gonna march on Rome. I'm gonna take Rome. Genoa, well, very rich and a nice southern capital. I wish to expand, and I wish to take Rome, and this will be the southern capital, maybe even my main capital. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. So now this is the first steps of restoring the Roman Empire to its former glory. Second step, it's going to be taken right now. We're going to talk to the Byzantine Empire. And I'm going to re-establish the link that once existed between these 2 empires. Well, technically not the whole Roman Empire, as they are a new thing, but we will definitely enter an alliance with Byzantine Empire here.
Excellent.
Relations here are very
What
good,
else would you suggest?
and that is very good.
It would seem you are very reasonable.
So this might put us in a war with
An order, mein Kaiser.
Venice. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it might be the case. Let's see now.
Das ist gut.
Oh, come on. Yeah, Holy Roman Empire and the Byzantine Empire are allies. Hostilities cease between... Oh, okay. So the Byzantines and the Venetians are no longer at war. And I'm still allied with both. But we will be ditching Venice. But it's a good thing they didn't break our alliance, because now we'll be able to focus on Rome, then we will take Venice. Now I was thinking of like attacking the Byzantines, having a big, large fight with the Byzantines. I'm gonna give Norway some money, by the way, to improve relations. I'm gonna give them 1400 to avoid any conflicts there. I don't want them turning on me.
Your plan seems balanced
There we go.
enough. We
Relations
look forward
improved,
to our
good.
next meeting.
And that's essentially everything I wanted to do for this turn. The troops in Reims would stay in Reims, because while I want to take Paris, and I think we could take Paris, they have a fort here with a good amount of units and the feared mailed knights. Some of my viewers have been talking about these guys, and they have got me pretty scared, so I will be careful around these guys, but taking Paris, they will encircle us and take us out, and we will not have a standing army in Reims yet. So we're gonna wait in Reims. In the east we need to wait one more turn, and then we will take Esztergom, or however you pronounce that. But yes, we are restoring the link between the Western Roman Empire, as we are now claiming to be, and the Eastern Roman Empire. They will have a full jurisdiction of the East. I will allow them to govern in the East. I will not interfere, with perhaps the exception of Jerusalem, because we need that to win the game. But I will be taking Jerusalem. Let's say we are just helping them taking out the Crusader states, but other than that, they will have the East, I will have the West. Together we shall rule. So and bring us back to the days of the Roman Empire, but not the glory days where everything was centered around Rome, but going to be centered around Rome and Constantinople.
Spreading the Reich's forces.
Spreading the Reich forces, exactly, thank you. And the thing is that I don't think that with our victory conditions to take 50 settlements, that will mean that we win. With those victory conditions, we are not going to be like able to take Hungary, take France, and be able to like start and finish a war with the Byzantine Empire. So I might as well team up with them and allow them to have that area, and I will focus more on the West, which means that I will definitely have an interest in going into the British Isles. I will definitely have an interest in pushing into the Iberian Peninsula. I will definitely have an interest in seizing all of Italy. Hungary will take that, we'll set up a strong garrison.
No
Other than that, we
further
won't
today.
care about the East. We're pretty much safe, and we'll of course take Venice. And I think this could be a great start. Now, one of the reasons for setting up these different regions for me was that I want to re-establish an idea of the Roman Empire. Now, Romans, they generally won their wars, right? That does not mean that their armies were never defeated, though. They were defeated quite often. Well, not often, but they were on several occasions defeated. The thing about the Romans is that when they were defeated, they were able to raise an army very quickly. Just like that. I mean, their army is destroyed, they send another in. They lose the battle, but they generally win the war. So what I want to be able to do is not what happened in Vienna, where we lost an army and basically lost our defenses for the entire East. I want to be able to actually lose a battle in the East, lose an army, and say, okay, we lost the battle, that sucks, but I'm ready to, within, say, like 2 to 3 turns, have a probably equally strong army and send it back to the East. This is my ambition, this is my goal. Pretty ambitious, but I mean, re-establishing the Roman Empire is pretty ambitious as it is. So I feel it's just fitting, don't you? End of turn report, we are the second place. First place, the Byzantine Empire. Excellent, and our allies, Norwegians, are the richest, so all of us are doing quite fine. Byzantine Empire, most advanced, we are fine with that. Our allies. Oh, a Hohenstaufen. Let's look at this. This is always pleasant news. Princess, new princess. The inbred princess. We'll see how this goes. And there was another, wasn't it? Wendel. He's come of age. Where has he done this? Grand Duke of Frankfurt. You're not fantastic. Oh wait, is this your father? He's quite young. Are you having kids already? Well, I shouldn't be saying that. He's medieval age and whatever. But anyway, how young were you when you had this boy? Okay, never mind. This guy, not too bad. Maybe we'll leave the north to the Valpots, or maybe we'll leave the west. I don't know what we're gonna do. We lost Agnes von Hohenstaufen, probably the queen. Now that's Bertranda, we lost her a while back, okay. Agnes. Oh, the wife of Leopold Babenberg. So actually the Babenbergs, where are they? Do they have any followers surviving? The Babenbergs died out. Oh, we have this guy, or this girl. Well, when she comes of age, she will have Hohenstaufen blood in her veins, but oh well. Hungarian cardinal dies. I don't care. Let's see here. Are we able to... Oh yeah, shows no real sense of spirituality. Our Pope destroyed the Inquisitor, which is kind of the point. Or prophet. Oh, that's difficult. Let's try this guy, shall we?
Name the heathen who offends you, Kaiser.
Let's try to denounce it.
No mercy.
Heretic. Now if the Pope can't do this, No one can. And he did, yes! Nice, Pope. Servant of God. Blasphemer executed. It's a nice way to start his popeship, or whatever you call it. With murder. Blacksmith. Time 2. Times 2. Very good, right? Now let's see, or actually I want to see what they did in the West. It's been a lot of talking in this episode, but I feel pretty important and gonna have bigger impacts on the way this campaign is run in the future, so I hope you were able to bear with me. Another jihad moving in on us. Seems like the Hungarian forces are pulling back to the 2 remaining settlements, this one and this one. Varad and Rasa. Let's see, we're gonna take this place now.
God's servant.
Dislikes the papacy, this is good, ready for action. 75% supplies. Let me just quickly save the game in case something goes amiss. And we'll be taking this place. Or actually we could wait 6 turns. Well, actually they could get in like 3 turns, so we can wait 3 turns and have our morale destroyed, and technically they could rush up on us and destroy us by then, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try to kill King Kalman. 67 years old. I mean, on one hand I kinda wanna wait for him to die, but on the other hand our emperor is like 85 years old, so we could wait potentially a pretty long time. Let me just check, do you have any siege equipment, Gottfried? Yeah, fantastic, okay. Yes you do. Yes you do. Okay.
Greetings, Kaiser.
So... these guys. 3 attack, 9 defense. No, we're gonna stick to our troops. And we're gonna seize this place now. Let us be militia. And some crusader units actually. So should be careful about that. We are gonna let both armies command the battle though. So he will be attacking from one side, I will be attacking from the other side. Generally when it's a siege I like to be the only army. Like only command one army and rather have reinforcements steadily flowing in. But in this case, since they have a pretty decent garrison, I wanna really weaken them by having them forced to spread their troops out on 2 flanks, essentially. Now since this episode has been a lot of talking, a lot of planning, not much action has happened, I'm considering actually, instead of just uploading 1 episode today, I might do 2, and it's kind of like a special episode in a sense, because this is like our attempt to resurrect the Roman Empire. And we're not going to be able to complete this battle for this episode, so you know what, I think I'm going to drag it on to 2 episodes. I'm pretty stressed these days. I have an exam on Thursday and this is going to be up on Wednesday, and I'm recording it now. It's 12 AM, but anyway, I'm going to try to record this, and I'm going to try to be able to upload 2 episodes tomorrow. I hope I'll be able to, if not early Thursday then. Oh wait, exam day, not gonna happen. Okay, we'll see what will happen. Alright, let's see you when the battle starts. Here you see us creeping up on their defenses, and boy, are we gonna get them. I'm not sure entirely what's going on the other side. I hope my allies are advancing. I'm not sure. It doesn't necessarily seem like it. I wish I could see. But they seem pretty stationary. I'm not sure if I have to like give them the order to actually attack. I was thinking that part would be rather logic. I'm hoping these guys will be able to get up on this wall before these guys rush up to reinforce, because these guys are definitely going to have the hardest time of our units. I think this wall, the left wall, from our point of view, will fall easiest. I think they have only 1 unit up here, and while they only have 1 unit, it's kind of hard for like a unit of ladder people to just like go up and... No, don't do this. Oh, I hate it when units do this. We have our Viking mercenaries, our macemen, and our other macemen there. But it really sucks when these guys try to go up another siege tower. It kind of destroys the point. Oh, there they got it. You just have to like reassign them the order. So now I hope they will be able to do it. We are able to get up on this wall. Gonna have to control here just so we can give them the proper orders to charge on down. We are scaling these walls, and we should be doing so quite effectively. Obviously it's much better for us to scale the wall this way, because then we can like attack with a group already jumping on the walls, while here it's slightly harder because we have like one guy jumping up and they will
Our
have
men are winning the battle.
an early
Continue
advantage.
like this.
Now we'll
Victory
attack down
is
here because we are
ours.
being attacked by towers, so we do want to move quickly. But I think now we reached 20 minutes, and normally seems like my episodes have been like going up to 30 minutes, while I intended them to be 20 minutes, but I get carried away, so oh well. So normally I'm gonna try to get them to end at 20 minutes. I would try to end it now, but seeing as there's been a lot of talk, though I hope interesting talk, really, I am gonna film a bit more. Just so you don't feel scammed for some reason. Viking mercenaries. It's nice to see some Viking troops again. I haven't really seen them since the Britannia campaign I did. At least not fighting from my side. We did see a few under Danish banners, but you know, that's not so fun, is it? Are you still firing? You're not firing at all? Ridiculous, then pull back then. I don't want to shoot my own troops, so might as well. This will be breached pretty soon, so bring in some reinforcements. It won't be able to withstand this, and these guys are like a second wave.
The gates
I
have
might send in
fallen.
one of those guys as well up the ladders, if support is required, but it's clearly not required. Look at this, guys. They're doing fantastic. Actually, these guys have one on their side. So all these guys are gonna go down. These guys are continue to fight these people. We seem to be losing here though. I would put reinforcements up here, but it doesn't really matter since, you know, they wouldn't reach them. They wouldn't be able to flank them. Now we're coming down from the walls, and now we will be able to flank them, and we will be able to enter through the gates. And here they have the Magyar cavalry already shooting at us, I see. Fantastic. Have you guys running then? You are running, I assume. Yes. You will go up here and deal with them. Actually, go up there first in case you
Our
misunderstand my
soldiers
orders.
have captured the Schwein's walls.
You will help on this wall. I assume these guys will run away as soon as they understand my plan. This is why we're losing on this side. So we're taking some heavy damage from the archers. Trying to find proof of this by some arrows in the wall. Or rather, I think there are arrows in our corpses. I really think this is why we've been losing. Now go up. But now we chase them away off. A bit, at least. Chase them a bit away. You guys may flank these guys. Actually, you may provide some additional support on this flank, just in case. Now all this should fall under our control nicely here. Just to, you know, have like one quick response unit, we're going to put in some light cavalry here. The idea is for them to attack the Magyars, get them in combat, and then put our spearmen into the fray.
For the Empire. Stay strong.
You know, ideally
Enemy will
speaking.
be defeated.
Balance of forces even, and these guys are losing now, finally. These guys should be getting their ass whooped as well. Oh yeah. Ah, they're in trouble. Major trouble. They're firing. They shouldn't be firing from there. All the units seems to be withdrawing. Spear militia, but that list as light infantry, not spearmen. I'm tempted to like ram them with our cavalry, but at the same time it does mention spears. So technically speaking, they should have those. You know. Seems like the Magyars are coming in now. Let's do something about that. This first leg of this battle went really well. We were able to seize... Oh, I'm gonna cough now. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Can try to contain that next time. They're gonna try to... No, we have been able to seize the walls here. I don't know why we haven't got this tower yet. Maybe I should move one unit down there or something. Which might be strategically speaking pretty stupid right now. But we should be getting control of everything now, essentially. Can you make this ours? I mean, they have no one here. No? Alright. Clearly not. creep up a bit closer. We'll try to catch you, you scary dogs. Whatever I should call you. I don't really know, to be honest. How are we doing? They should be losing 72 guys, 95, 41, not too bad, seeing as they were at 55 at the point when we started attacking them. Please be able to catch up with them. Seems like kind of a bug, I'm not sure if it is, but if you're like able to contact one of the horsemen, all of the others will turn. At least this is the experience I've had when my cavalry has been hit. But then again, giving them orders to pull out again should be real easy. Gotta put in our own horses, though I'm afraid that they will be completely useless against the superior Magyar cavalry, who are actually pretty damn awesome. I hate to say, but also have to say. Now if we could gain complete dominance over this wall, we could like march down here and completely like flank them out. Oh, it'd be fantastic. But I think that's gonna have to be for the next part. Now we're at 26 minutes according to my timer. Of course my timer might not be right, so it's taking long. Should be winning here definitely. Spear militia against macemen and everything. Like macemen against macemen. Spear militia. No, it says they're winning. I refuse to believe that. That would be some superiorly odd game mechanics if that's the case. But I'm gonna end this episode now, and we're gonna take out these cavalry guys, who against spearmen and infantry should actually fall pretty quickly despite their awesomeness. So I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like the plans I have for this empire. So tell me what you think about this new structure with the minor and major capitals. Is it just ridiculous, or is it something that's actually gonna work? I believe in this. I have faith in this, rather. I think it can work out, and I hope it will work out. But we'll see in the future, right? I was experimenting when I did the alliance formation, like we allied with every other nation almost, and had one ally to counter every enemy, sort of, and that's been working out pretty fine if you look away from the part that Poland hasn't joined us in the army, or in the war against Hungary, and we had to abandon England for Norway. But at the same time they kept our borders safe. Poland would surely have attacked us. Everyone would probably have attacked us. So I think it's a good thing that we did what we did. So the alliance formation, I never tried that before. That was an experiment. This is also an experiment. Sort of my guide, IskaldDvale's guide on how to govern large empires. Let's see if it's actually working. At least if I'm able to recommend this in the future, I'll say that I have some experience testing it out, so you know. But I'm gonna end it here, and we are gonna pick the next episode up right at this point, and I hope I'll be able to have both episodes up tomorrow and Wednesday. Which seems crazy because my exam is on Thursday, but whatever, I'm dedicated. And I think you deserve it. So I hope you enjoy this, I hope you will look forward to the next episode, and I will be seeing you soon. IskaldDvale out.